Okay, how's it going, guys? So it took a sec to get this game going, but we have it up and running. We ended up having two no-shows, it looks like. Um, so ENDT10 is not with us. Plastic Prez is on purple, and it looks like General Virtuoso is also not with us. Um, and this week we're doing bots up to 4. Um, and this group ended up having exactly 4 players. So because of that, there's no bots added to this group. All right, so we have Plastic President in the first seat on purple. Then we have Kiko in the second seat on white. Then we have Speedster, host of the game lobby, also sharing his screen. Um, he's in the third seat on black. And then last but not least, we have Tom the editor in the fourth and final seat on green. All right, so 4-player, 70% Himeji Castle. Himeji Castle has a lot of bonuses, to say the least, as well as splits, winding and narrow pathing and corridors. Um, so a 70 run on this map is good. You're going to need the 90-second turn timer, particularly on a closed map. And we see Speed here starting his turn, taking a lot of board, working on that big bonus up at the top. Oh, whoops. Okay, I think I got all that stuff in there and straight. Yeah, 2 no-shows is unfortunate. All right, so yeah, game 1, set progressive 70% on Himeji Castle. We don't have anything special, no modifiers like Blizzard's Fog or Portals. No bots, dice are balanced blitz, no alliances, and turn timer is on 90 seconds. Okay, Speedster's writing a message here. I don't speak German, so no idea what he's saying. Ooh, we do see purple smack a 3 of Speedsters working on that bonus there. Takes a second bonus. Is that what that was? Uh, early collab report. Really? Okay. Interesting. Tom messing with Speedster. I love him so much. I'm sure Seppi will translate. Yes, sir. Okay. Gotcha. I don't know if that was like actual collabing or just messing around type collabing. Anyway. But right now it looks like Plastic is the only one with a bonus, sitting on a +5. Just for our benefit probably. Okay. Um it doesn't look like Tom is allowing Speedster to get the bonus up at the top of the board. So yeah, big oof there from Speed. I think he was hoping for the +6 this turn. And does he slam some green material here? Yeah, it was for us. Okay, gotcha. Okay, all right. Yeah, I like being I like just being able to like joke around. So when like actual serious stuff comes up, I'm not always the best person to handle that kind of stuff. So anyway, so it looks like he's decided to change tax and go for the farms bonus. Tom can take a +3 here, loses 1 on that first smack. And then it looks like Kiko has been slowly working on the namesake bonus for this map, the Himeji Castle bonus in the middle of the board. So, Plastic has an early lead here, being able to hold a +5. He wasn't broken, at least not on his +3, holding +2 on a 1 point. Does he expand his lead by trying for yet another bonus, or does he start bullying the board here? Looks like he is going to start bullying Tom and steals the bonus Tom was sitting on.
This is fine. This is fine.
I can't imagine Green is too pleased with that decision. Very rough break for Tom there, particularly because Tom could have broken him off the 2, could have broken the +3 there, decided to stay good neighbor, and was unfortunately unjustly punished for it. All right, Kiko gets his castle, and Speedster is guarding the gate for him. I think that territory is called Hishi Gate. Yeah, Plastic also didn't roll his 3 out for speed. Yeah, looks like Plastic is playing to bully, it seems like, which could work, but that only works if people decide not to resist Plastic. And I'm fairly certain he will face some type of resistance. I would be very surprised if Tom did not break uh, Plastic on his next turn. All right, Speedster finally gets a bonus. Okay, Tom not going for the break. Looks like he's going to try to salvage his position by grabbing the +6 that Speedster initially wanted. Probably not going to get it this turn, though. Would have had to win a 3v2 if he got perfect dice. All right, now we're back at Plastic's turn here. Looks like he's taken the philosophy, another turn, another bonus. This is his 4th turn, and he is working on yet a 4th bonus. So far, he has faced no resistance. So, Plastic is employing what I like to call the toddler strat. If you got kids or babies or anything, you know exactly what it is, and that's literally just keep pushing your boundaries until somebody says stop. Because if nobody says stop, you got no reason not to keep pushing. So it looks like Kiko offers some resistance there, breaks 2 of Purple's bonuses, and Speed was able to hang on to his bonus, to the +4 of farms up at the top. And the other thing of note is Plastic is sitting on half of what he needs to win the game. He's sitting on 35% of the board. Decides to roll Tom's 2 out. Gets perfect dice on it. And fortifies his 2 out of Tom's way to allow Tom to finally get, well, I shouldn't say finally. Tom had a bonus. Tom now has another bonus. Well, I should say a different bonus, not another bonus, because he lost the other one he used to have. All right, so Plastic early troop lead here. Looks like he is going to retake his bonuses. Can't really retaliate against Kiko. Would have to blast through 18 troops to do so. He is working on the Himeji City bonus, removing Speedster kill guards that he had, which he no longer has.
This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
And rolls a 6v4, loses everything. Does not get the best of dice on that decision there. All right, I think things have settled out a little bit. I want to I want us to take a quick peek at the bonuses on the Himeji Castle map. So we have a +2 in the bottom left, Coco N Garden. Then we have a +3, Coco N, and then another +3, Oyashiki Park. Um, and then the other bonuses, we got +4. We got farms up at the top left. You got Himeji Garden wrapping around up at the top, kind of middle-ish. Then you got Himeji Castle, your +4. That white is on. Then you have a couple +5s. You got Village on the left side of the board. Then you got Himeji Senheim, I think. I have no idea how to pronounce it. Anyway, that's your +5. And then you got a +6 up at the top right, Himeji North, that Tom is currently sitting on. He was allowed to hold that. And then last but not least, oh, sorry, your other +6 is Himeji Castle Courts. And then last but not least, your biggest bonus is Himeji City, all the way on the east side of the board. All right, so we saw, um, oh, it looks like white decided to break purple on one of his bonuses. So purple is back to just being on +5 in terms of bonus. Speedster moves in to grab a pocket position. If he were to take out Kiko's 4, he would now hold. Excuse me. If he were to take out Kiko's 4, he would now hold the village bonus, but I think he might prefer keeping the kill guard on Kiko, particularly because it doesn't seem entirely likely that Plastic would let him hold village anyway. So it looks like Kiko has allowed Tom to take the +4 there at the top. But actually, no. That bonus is bigger than that. That bonus would also require whites 2, so he didn't quite have that. Okay, we see Plastic retake his +5. That can still be broken, though. He's not guarding it super well. But he is guarding his +2 and +3, his other +5 on a 2-point now. And we're seeing the first trades come out. So Plastic got the 4, Kiko's getting the 6. And because this is just a 4-player game, 4-player lobby, trades are going to progress a little bit slower than they otherwise would with more people. Okay, we do see Kiko smacking purple back a bit. Does he also break? We've come this far. Yep, he does decide to go for the break and opens the 15 in that direction. Gets perfect dice on the 3. I'm not sure I would have opened the 15 to go to the right, but Kiko did a good job of trying to get Plastic under control here a little bit. All right, now Speedster is sitting in a good spot. There could be a white-purple war brewing, and Tom exists almost exclusively behind him and is still fairly weak due to the late bonus grab. Okay, Speedster does want the +5 and is counter guarding it with his 12. All right, Tom able to hold a pretty big bonus and gets the biggest trade from the first round here. So he's about on par now with Speed. Looking to put Speed in one position here if he hits that 5. Or, sorry, 2 positions. Speed does still have the 10. Decides to refrain from smacking Speed's 5. All right, now we're back around at Plastic's turn. So Plastic has pretty much been told you can hold +5, but you can't hold any more than that. Meanwhile, Speedster has slowly but surely taken the +9 double bonus on the left side of the board. Beats our game on this earlier. Yeah, that practice game took a smidge too long. But honestly, it only stalemated because we were playing well, grabbing all those kill guards. Anyway, and Speedster has a set on 3 in the second round of trades here. This board has solid, I mean, decent sized stacks on some of the choke points. So I'm not sure the 12 set on 3 is going to be quite enough for Speedster to run it. But now Speedster is in the way of White holding a +6. But I don't think he wants to give up that position on He-She Gate. Yeah, going to add heavily there. And is also going to card skip. Doesn't feel the need to take a card since he is sitting on a +9 and also sitting on is also sitting on a set on 3. All right, if Tom wanted, no, Tom still can't take that. He would have to hit White's 6 if he wanted that second bonus. Looks like he is going to hit White's 6. Holy smokes. All right, Tom now holding 2 bonuses, holding a +10 total. White doesn't really have much recourse in the way of taking that back unless he wants to use his set on Tom. Plastic could quite easily break that 3 of Tom's if he wanted to. Looks like he just wants to retake his +5. And he's going to park his 12 right there. All right, Kiko, now in a rough spot here, would need to hit an 18 to take his second bonus. And doesn't seem, if he were to hit that 18, I doubt he would be permitted to reconstitute himself and actually hold those 2 bonuses. He would be far too weak to hold either. Decides to set on 4. Looks like he is going to hit the 18 with the trade. Loses 15 on it. And is going to single stack on He-She Gate. Speedster was really hoping to hold that, I'm sure. I think we're going to see Speedster step out with his 20. And looks like he's removing Kiko from the right-hand side of the board. Kiko is now isolated to the middle of the board. And Speed opens his 12 stack, fortifies it out. It's interesting that Speed is pointing his 17 towards Tom. I think maybe he might have preferred to keep it on that plus sign looking territory. It's like a sideways plus sign. Um anyway, but he prioritized the other fortify, I suppose. All right, Tom putting some roadblocks uh in his internal territories there. He did miss a couple, but I suppose he doesn't necessarily need to grab all of them. All right, plus 19. So while Kiko and Speed were disagreeing over which bonuses to have, Plastic was able to hold 4 bonuses this turn and sets in, what was that, the 15 trade, I think it was? Plastic with 98 troops. Can he bag a bounty here? Or does he just go for the run? I don't think the run is entirely out of the question. He could kill white here, but it will not set him in turn. Okay. Yep, this is a mistake to kill white on 2. This is not going to earn Plastic any points. Because it's not going to set him in turn. So we do see oopses and oofs coming out. And we also see Kiko, his final troop, has taken its last breath. So Plastic President kills Kiko at 29 after the hour, but is not awarded any points for the bounty. Sitting on 55% of the board is Plastic President, and ends his turn. I think had he pathed up through Tom's bonus or tried to break speed, he might have had a shot at taking the 70 that turn. But unfortunately, prioritized a kill that was worth no points. Speedster trades now. It looks like he's going for the Tom kill. Actually, no, he does not quite have the Tom kill. Would need to hit a 28. I don't see how he wins that roll. Speed is just going for the win here. Still has a 19 to run around with. Those splits cost a lot of troops on 61% of the board. Should still have plenty of room to run, and sure enough, we see Speedster take the W in game 1. All right, we got baby girl here with the handoff. Hey, sweetheart, are you hungry? All right, and then we're gonna start game 2 here in a moment. Game 2 is a fixed 70% game on Troy. So current scores, Tom, Plastic Prez, Kiko all on 0, and Speedster is on 15. All right, we see game 2 is up. Does the fix game have a bot, Mitch? I'm pretty sure it still doesn't. Oh, we see Spook show up. Wrong lobby, my friend. We see Learnsy show up. Also the wrong lobby. Get your Netherlands players out of my Germany game.
God damn it, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm a turd. Sorry.
Also, can I just mention that I've played 3 qualifier rounds so far, and in all 3 of them, I've been part of a kill, or I've been killed, where the kill has not counted because they didn't trade in turn. And every time before the game, I post the link, hey, guys, read this,
Uh-huh.
please. They never do.
Yeah,
They don't care.
yeah, to figure out how bounties work and such.
Yeah, he said he realized too late.
Ah, bummer.
All right.
Yep. Congrats on game one and good luck here.
Yeah, better lucky than good.
Always. Alrighty. Yeah, we got it handled, Mitch. Thanks. All right. So game two is away. Let's see here. This is yeah, 34 after the hour. It looks like everyone's reprising their same colors, I believe. Yes. All right. So we see Kiko on white in the first seat. Tom, the editor, not going to be last this time. He gets to go second as the green player. Speedster, going to keep the third seat. It worked out well for him last time. And Plastic President, last but not least, is our fourth player on purple. All right, so fix 70 on Troy. The with stable portals on, we also have no blizzards. So players are going to need 47 territories to win the game. That's all but 20 territories of the 67 total territories on the Troy map. All right, it looks like Kiko is working on the Troja +5 on the right-hand side of the board. Tom, going to go ahead and pick up Temple and start working on labor housing. Would need some incredible dice on the 4v2, but could technically get it this turn if he were to roll that and win it. Fortifying out of Kiko's way and is lined up to take his second bonus, his +5 on turn 2. All right, Speedster doesn't have any easy bonuses to take. Probably his best line is Southtown, but I think he would prefer grabbing Lower Town for the +5. But he would need pretty good dice, starting with just 4 troops to add. Looks like he's going to move instead into Scholars. Fails the 1v2 there. It's perfect dice coming off his 7, and is going to go ahead and finish the Scholars +3. And does he want to stake a claim to the Lower Town +5? I'm a smidge greedy. I would roll if I was speed. I'd have rolled the 3v1 into the Lower Town bonus. Set myself up for to sit on +8. But Speedster's a better player than me, so he knows what he's doing. How is White so bad? Turn 1 +6. Oh yeah, White did have a turn 1 +6, didn't he? Holy smokes. Yeah, that does appear to be a missed opportunity from White. And Purple decides to grab a +2 and has a +4 lined up. All right, so quick peek at the bonuses on the Trojan map. You got your +2s, Temple and Cyan Gate. Then you have your +3s, Southtown, Scholars, and Rich Housing. Then you have your +4s on the west side of the map, Westtown, Northtown, and then in the south, Step Housing. And then your +5s, Labor Housing and Troja, as well as Lower Town. Then you have your +6 of City Market, which was the bonus that Kiko could have had on his first turn. And then the big bonus with the giant Trojan horse in it, +8 Upper Town. All right, so we do see Kiko finish his +5. And took one more territory in the +6. Could really greed out for +11 if he wanted to. Tom loses 3, taking his second bonus. +7 should be reasonable enough. A couple bonuses to hold. I think we see Speed go for South Town here. Oh no, he wants Lower Town to sit on 8. Gonna need good dice here. Actually, as long as he doesn't get bad dice, he should get it. Even there, he went... Yeah, he went even there. Seemed to have worked out just fine. Does he pull his 2 in or his 3? Pulls his 2 in. Sitting on +8 for speed. Alright, Kiko was able to grab a +2 bonus on turn 1. Goes ahead and grabs one of the +4s. The West Town +4. Alright. Kiko gonna finish his +6. We'll see if he's allowed to hold +11. I do have my doubts. Alright, and Tom can take a third bonus here. That is a +3. That would put Tom on +10, which would help Kiko justify his +11 a little bit. But that does leave Speedster and Plastic on the outs. It looks like just about every bonus is going to be taken except for the big +8 in the middle. So I think now if you're Speed, you take the bottom left +3 to also sit on +11, just like Kiko is. There's a good burp. Good burp, sweetheart. Yep. Looks like Speed is thinking the same thing. Yep, goes ahead and grabs his +3. Speedster on +11 total. I'm going to sit on the portal at the back of his Scholar's bonus. All right, Kiko also going to take a third bonus. I think I think I think Plastic Prez could have also made a play for step housing here. He had enough troops to go for both of the +4s. Might have been a little greedy though. But Plastic is currently sitting on +10 total in bonus troops, or in bonus generation. So card trading is going to happen either in step housing or in upper town, as every other bonus is claimed. And Kiko has a 10 set on 3, which is always nice to get in a fixed 70 game. Kiko now has basically, going first to +11, first with the trade. He might be able to kill someone here. Looks like he's going to start breaking Tom. This appears to be a run attempt, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh, I think he needed to keep that. He does have another attempt at that roll with a 2v1. But this is a very early run attempt from Kiko. He's on 53% of the board and still has a 17 he can work with. Gets perfect dice there. This might be a very quick game here, folks. Yep, plenty of room still to run. Excellent spawn and well played. So despite White not going for the +6 on turn 1, ended up not mattering, still a skilled enough player to take a W at the start of turn 4 on game 2. Congratulations to Kiko on the 20 points. All right. And now we will get our third game up and running here. Game 3 is a Brazil Advanced game. Progressive world domination on Brazil Advanced, with no special modifiers on. Yep, back to Prague. No portals. I believe the turn timer is 60 and alliances are off. Yep, everything looks right. Yeah, very, very well run by Kiko. All right, and we see Speed teasing us with the bot here. Hey, what's up, Ghoul? Welcome in. I'm not sure Plastic has the new game code, so I'll give it to him right quick. Speed loves and hates these settings. He should destroy them, but some stacks being hit here and there might change that. It's a totally different game than playing in a normal tourney lobby for sure. Yep, that is all true. Oh, that's not who we're looking for. Alrighty, so current standings coming out of game 2, going into game 3. Tom and Plastic President have yet to score. Speedster's on 15 and Kiko is on 20. Okay, resetting the lobby here. And Speed is sharing the new game code. We need points situation. All right, we got plastic in here. All right, best of luck to everybody in the Progressive World Dom game on Brazil Advance. This is game 3. Getting this one started 49 minutes after the hour. All right, Speed is in the first seat on black. Tom in the second seat on green. Plastic President in the third seat on purple. And white, or Kiko in the fourth seat on white. All right, we see Speedster moving into Centro. Gonna threaten the bonus take. And it looks like Plastic probably isn't gonna mind. Plastic probably gonna move out and take the bonus neighboring the bonus that Speedster would like. Meanwhile, Tom can take the bonus at the top right here. And Kiko can take the Sudeste bonus. So all 4 of these players should be able to grab a bonus fairly quickly. Yes, Bertram. For the national qualifier, there is no modifier for can't hold a bonus. unlike this round's FFA. Yeah, round 7 of the free for all tournament that's going on right now on the main risk server also had Brazil Advanced, Progressive Brazil Advanced, as its game of the week, or as one of its settings. And it had a modifier where you cannot hold a bonus. If you collect the bonus troops from holding a bonus, then you have to bot out. And Bertram and I had 2 players in our lobby this morning that I guess did not get the memo. All right, Plastic takes his bonus and keeps Kiko off of his turn 1 bonus. So, yeah, there's really nothing else for Kiko to get. I don't see Kiko successfully rolling a 6 on his first turn. It appears as though, unless I'm mistaken, maybe I know better, but is Kiko going for the Panama bonus up at the top? I think that's a +8. Uh, let's take a quick look at the bonuses on the Brazil Advance map. So we have 2 +3s. You got Leste and Sudeste over on the right. Then you got 2 +4s, Centro and Nordeste, which Speed is going to take Centro now. Then you have Sul worth +7, Panama worth +8, Norte worth +9, and Oeste worth +10. Uh, and then, fun geography fact, Panama is not actually in South America. It's the southernmost Central American country, but what's called Panama as the bonus on this map is really a combination of Venezuela and Colombia. Anyway, so I'm not sure. That always bugs me when I see the bonuses for this map, and I see Panama. Uh, when it's clearly not Panama. But anyway, and then the Oeste bonus, for the most part, is Peru, but it goes a little bit deeper than just Peru. It goes into Brazil a little bit, like the country Brazil. Um, but honestly, this map should be called the South America advanced map, because Brazil. Well, you guys know geography. I guess I don't need to describe it. Anyway. Looks like Tom is, again, if I didn't know better, it appears as though he's working on another bonus. Gonna move his 11 up. Yeah, Tom can take the Norte +9 on his next turn if he wants to. A little bit less certain on if he'll be able to hold it. Plastic. Gonna go ahead and take the other +3. Sitting on a total of +6 now. Not guarding. Kiko gonna continue working on Panama. And Speedster is the only player not above 12. Everyone else is right around 15 territories. Speedster removes Tom from the bottom and is working on the +7. Should have it all in one line here. Doing what he needs to do with the slider. And so far getting the dice that he wants to see. Does he take it now or does he wait? Looks like he's going to roll a 2v1. Would have been nice if that worked out, but not quite. All right, so Speedster holding +11. So I don't believe this game stalemates, but I could be wrong. I think the reason why this game won't stalemate is because we have one player that almost certainly won't get their bonus in time, and that is Kiko. All right, Tom gets his +9, holding a total of +13. Baby girl. All right, purple cutting across the OSD bonus. No one's really moving out of Kiko's way. And that 6 of his is not exactly positioned well to help him take the bonus he wants this turn. If he's going to continue going for Panama, is he thinking of moving the 7 through Tom's bonus? No, he's going to move around. It's perfect dice on the 2. Looks like he's going to swap positions here with Plastic if Plastic wants to move into OSD. But if Plastic takes OSD and Kiko takes Panama, then no one's going to be able to take cards without somebody getting broken. Yeah, these bonuses. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen a big bonus Brazil Advance game. How's it going, Sea Monster? Yep, appreciate it. Thanks. Hey, little fella. What's up, Bubba? Do you want to sit down here? No? Oh, you're stinky? Oh, no. Oh, jeez. Oh, okay. Never seen that +9 held. Yeah, I don't think I have either. You see big bonus USA Advanced, but big bonus Brazil Advance is a little wild. Tom looking to see if he's got the Kiko bounty. Honestly, he just about does. As long as he doesn't get bad dice, he has it. And this would be worth points. Loses 1 on the first smack there. Takes that as a bad omen and decides to stop. Of course, it was possible he just wasn't necessarily going for the kill and just took a card. Alrighty. Hi. Yeah, you're being silly. You're being silly, wiggling and squirming around. Do you like seeing the colors move around and smack each other? Huh? There you go. Alright, Kiko finishes his bonus on turn 4, which might be a smidge too late. Does Speedster take the Kiko kill here? Speedster on 60 troops. And Kiko on 24, having not yet gotten bonus troops. Looks like we do see him going in for the kill. Wow, successfully rolls a 1v2. Wins both rolls. Holy smokes. Some hot dice here for Speedster. And this appears to be a successful Kiko bounty. Goes ahead and breaks Tom. You see an oops come out from Speed. And this is going to set Speedster in turn. He's got plenty of time, too. And this is just 1 minute after the hour. And we see the double trade. Double trades for 10. Can't quite take any other bounties. He has weakened Tom by breaking him. But yeah, the 10 set also not exactly set up to go after purple, but is going to break both of his opponent's bonuses, as he is no longer interested in this being a bonus game, and maneuvers his stack down next to purple. We see Tom take the 8 trade. Tom and Plastic going to have to work together a little bit here in order to get Speedster under control. It looks like Tom, though, is going to try the Plastic kill. I'm not sure he quite has the juice. Needs to land this double tap. Did not get the dice he needed on that first tap. Lost 5, sending the 6 in there, and only took 2 off. This is shaping up to be a Speedster sweep. Does Plastic not have a trade? It's okay, sweetheart. Yep, Speedster calling the GGs here. If Plastic doesn't have a trade, it's almost certainly over. Well played by Speedster, taking the opportunity to gain an advantage, get card initiative, and then use his first position priority to break his opponents and turn this into a non-bonus game as soon as possible. And neither of his opponents decide to break him. Gets to hold plus 15 just in bonuses. Gonna take the Plastic bounty first, at least for this turn, which does set him in turn. Plastic was sitting on 5 cards. So Speedster once again double trades. And has Tom all in a line except for the 3 off in the left, which he can fairly simply get to. Should wrap it up this turn with good dice. Yep, has the dice he needs. All right. As you guys can hear, I have some fatherly duties to attend to now that this game has wrapped. Congrats to Speedster taking the sweep in Game 3. Alrighty, so yeah, that should do it for the scores there. So, final scores for this set. Speedster wins the round with 39 points. Kiko
GG's.
able to grab 20. Hey, Speed, GG's, man. Nice sweep.
Oh man, I gotta get this crown, don't I?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Crown dice, nice.
650 for a crown.
And Tom and Plastic, unfortunately, coming
Alright.
away with 0 points this round.
I don't think they will come for an interview or anything.
Yep,
So yeah.
yeah, I normally try to do one, but my baby girl here is a little bit upset, so I'm gonna head off and take care of her. But yeah, congrats on your wins there and the sweep at the end.
Yeah, thank you. I wish there were more bounties to get.
Yep, I will say I'm glad I can now say that I've seen a big bonus Brazil Advance game. I don't think I've ever seen one of those before.
I've never seen this before, but I'm like, okay, if Fika is gonna take one, I'm gonna take one as well, and then I just break him.
Sure, exactly. Yeah, because you go first, you get the
Yeah,
initiative of killing somebody. Why does it need to be a bonus game anymore? That was well played on
yeah.
your part.
Because I'm gonna get broken anyways, right? Why leave them with a bonus?
Yeah, and what's funny is you didn't get broken. you you held your plus what 15?
I think Tom panicked a bit and thought he just wants to get second now, even though there's no points for second. So
Yeah, I think he was trying to get some amount of points for getting the purple kill, but did not just he didn't have the purple
he
kill,
just needed
unfortunately.
to try to slow roll. Blitzing 8v13, you're only gonna take 4 off or something at most. It's
Yeah.
never gonna work.
Yep. Bit of a rough break for him there.
Anyways, thanks for casting.
Yep.
See you next time.
Yep.
Bye bye.
Thanks for hosting and screen sharing. Have a good one. Adios.
Bye bye.
Alrighty, folks. That is it from me here. We have another game being broadcasted right now. Actually, maybe what I'll do is switch you guys over to the Netherlands game here. And then I'll go on mute. Let's see here. I know, I'm gonna get you taken care of, sweetheart.